Do you want to answer that?
That's a tough one.
Yeah, I thought the tone of the film was a kind of tone that I've always loved that are really independent films. And independent cinema is more precious now than it's kind of ever been. I remember there's a huge surge when I was growing up in the 90s, and even now there's some independent films that come out that are still have $20 million budgets. This is a very independent film, and it has the tone necessary to convey what these characters are really thinking and feeling that normal studio films just wouldn't allow. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I don't want to. I mean, really, to see it is to understand what that tone is and what it's saying. But it couldn't exist outside of this this kind of petri dish.
One thing I really like about it is that it you know, the fact that Chris Messina's character is this giant mechanical man, and he's not willing to give that up because he really believes in it, and that's his creative outlet, and that's who he is, and that's what he loves. I really like that message of it, that it's sort of like, you know, everyone has, you can find someone who appreciates what you do instead of trying to conform and become what society wants you to become. And just I just thought it was really beautiful that he kind of just felt like that was part of him and that's who he is, and to stick to that within this society is not easy. So I like that. Did you?
I didn't. No, I mean, it was pretty. It seemed tonally pretty clear from the thing. But Malin, I don't know. Did you have any?
No, I can definitely say that I've met the type before, who is a bit pushy and whatnot. But I think, you know, having said that, I think there is this. I have 3 younger siblings, and so there are 4 of us, and you know, I've changed their diapers, and I've watched them grow up, and you kind of have an idea of who your siblings are, but then they grow up and they change, but you still treat them the same way. And so I kind of felt like that was the relationship here with Jill and Janice, is that she's always worked to try to get Janice a guy and become more social, and like that's sort of been her problem her whole life, until Janice finally says, back off, I'm fine, I'm happy, I can do my own thing. So I think that rang true within the family unit, you know.
I TiVo'd everything from like 3 to 5 a.m. That just says paid programming. And that's Tony Robbins, the ShamWow guy. There's the guy with all the question marks that runs up to the camera and has something to say. I think it's a very interesting type of person that pushes himself or herself on people and says, not only do I have my entire life figured out, which I don't feel like I have, but also I'm going to tell you how to figure out your life. And then the way they speak is very convincing. And one of the things that would happen is at the beginning I'd start making a mental checklist, like, oh, okay, I'm gonna make fun of him this way, and and by the end of the half hour I'm like calling in to try to get the tapes or whatever, because they talk you into submission. I mean, you really feel like I need the personal power tapes or whatever. Yeah.
We had a very nice chemistry, the 3 of us especially, and as much fun as we had shooting it, for me the most memorable parts are when we weren't shooting, and just kind of palling around with these guys.
I'll tell you right now what it was. It was, and by the way, Rich and I are going to Benihana. We're going to Benihana. We're those guys. We got Malin Akerman coming with us to Benihana. I don't know if you've seen Maxim magazine.
That may have been.
This girl is cool enough to come. And by the way, the chef, the whole thing. Our chef was...
It was great.
Yeah, it was.
The only thing I'll say about Benihana's, though, is I feel guilty because I don't want to talk because they're doing a show. So they kept talking. I was like, shh, guys, going to put
she's really into like the respect of the theater.
Like, oh, that was great. That was really good. So I can't deal with that. But I think we had such a good time together.
We did.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and it was nice.
I have to say there was one moment that was very memorable, and that was when we were shooting. We weren't even in the scene, but Chris Messina's character we're at the subway station where Jenna first sees him and kind of just stands there and watches him, and it was such a beautiful moment, the scenery, and you sort of saw the art of it all. You know, you kind of appreciated what these street performers do, and that was just a really beautiful little visual moment that I will remember. But
and I'm gonna go with Benihana, but it's beautiful. That sounds beautiful.